That heifer right there just don't even care.
Take yourself out.
Action.
There you go.
What do you say, folks? She was questioning me. Well, hope everybody's having a fine Sunday evening, but she was asking me right there as soon as we come on. You do know what a baker's dozen is, don't you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do have that much smarts about me.
Yeah.
But hope everybody's having a fine Sunday evening. What happened to our background? Where did it go? We got to fix that, people. Yeah. There it goes. There it. Thank you. Appreciate you. Got it working.
Lee probably did that.
Yep.
Just for you.
Yeah, he's like, we don't need him pushing buttons this early on.
No.
But
Sevens, no.
Lee's going to be helping out with the program this evening. He's going to be in the background. God love him. I called him at the last minute, like on everything, and said, look, can we look up some pollen and trees and this and that, try to put some pieces together on.
In true buttons fashion.
And the man said, no problem. I'm in the background, finishing my bacon.
Lee just enables this behavior.
He's a good fella, I would say.
He's a really good friend.
Yep. Let me holler at some of y'all.
I'm trying to keep up with some hate everybody. Like everybody coming in at once.
Well, we got some fine friends in the chat too.
We do.
We do. Everybody.
Bacon is the best.
Hallelujah be for him, Pastor Jerry, Pastor Larry, Miss Jane, and Miss Leon. Hope y'all doing well.
He's pronouncing y'all as one.
Yeah, wrong. Mr. Randy, good to see you. Gary, Mr. Steve Amos, the man said, unfortunately had to work today. I'll be listening. Hope that y'all have a blessed week. Same to you, Captain. Good to see you back in the chat.
Good to see you.
But we do understand you got to make a living. Mr. Mike Tang way there. Miss Deb, son Bunny. How much snow did y'all get over in T-Cola? We didn't get jack.
We didn't get nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was so mad because they were yakking about 6 inches of snow last week. And it didn't even rain. Like nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I get up this morning and it's all over the news online. Every city around us got at least flurries. We got nothing.
She was upset, people.
Oh, I was livid. I was so mad.
Got Mr. Keith filming up there in a fine country place. Good to see you. Mr. James Noel. Dennis, appreciate you, brother. Let me get through here. Oh, one of them Texicans out there, Blaine with no E, our good friend that puts up with me and my nonsense.
Grayson got snow.
Yeah, he got a little bit over it.
That's not fair.
Jack and Danae. Jack, Laura, we hope you're doing better, brother, if you're listening.
Yes.
If not, Miss Danae, pass that along and
still
continue.
Praying for y'all.
Indeed.
That's why we have snow cone stands.
Mr. Russell Amon. Collector Rick, good to see you. Brian and Jen out there. Y'all finna get some showing up cold weather, that bunch. That thing
Joey
skipped
said
on me.
he's hanging out with his better half. I think he was the next one there after Brian.
Yep, we got Lee. Lee there. Mr. Joe, it's me again, Joey. Keith Larimore. I'm getting through here, y'all.
So
I just wanna
Janae
holler at
said
everybody.
he's doing amazing, headed back to work tomorrow. Thank you, Lord.
Awesome, awesome.
That's good to hear.
I think I got you, but Mr. Russell Amon, Brian and Miss Kathy out there at Baker Bees.
Yeah.
No, I did not grab that yet, but I will grab it right now while you chatting with the chat. Y'all bear with me, I gotta grab that prayer list.
Imagine us not being prepared, y'all. Okay, Brian, I'm gonna add y'all right now.
Oh. While she's doing that to the prayer list, go to the gun line email for me. Y'all bear with me just a second, because we got the email the other day and I don't wanna
Oh, yeah.
I think I started. I think. Okay. All right. We got this 4 days ago. Email sent to us. Steve Redfish sent this to me. He says, "Hey Tim, this is Redfish. I've been watching y'all streams on my TV. I saw where y'all were asking about me and Miss Janet. Update. I thought about posting it, but I was like, I got to read this to the people instead of just putting a post, I guess. But says, I saw where y'all were asking about me and Miss Janet. Update. Her last surgery went great, and we are very hopeful. She's able to speak really good now. I don't want to get him in trouble, but he said maybe just a little bit too much. Well, that's a good thing. She's done with her physical therapy and all that. She's not 100% yet, but getting better every day. Thanks for all the prayers from everyone. And thank y'all for having a platform where people can pray and support each other. God bless y'all and everyone who supported us. There's no words that can convey how much we appreciate you. And he says, hopefully we'll be in the chat Sunday. But just want to read that to y'all. Wonderful news about Miss Janet as well. So,
yes.
Indeed, the good Lord's hearing these prayers, y'all. So, and I'm glad that we're in here with brothers and sisters willing to do that for others.
All right, Miss Kathy, I got him added.
You want to get into the prayer list and we'll start the show if you will. While she's looking for that, there's a couple more it looks like got in here. DC, Norman, good to see you. Mr. Roy, and yeah, Mr. Russell and Miss Sharon.
Okay, Dennis. That's always good to hear. For sure. You see,
Yes.
Dennis is
Yeah, said I'm good now, so y'all take me off the prayer list. Awesome.
That's awesome. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Mark and Miss Crystal, the Dirt Rooster's dad, Mr. Pat, Miss Deb, Mike Tangway and his family, DC's mama, Philip's mama, his friends BJ and his wife, our favorite Miss Leona, Steve Amos and his family. Oh my gosh, Blaine, that is awesome.
I missed it.
That is awesome. The baby went home Tuesday.
Well, good news on that.
That is crazy awesome. Sorry, I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. That's awesome. Okay, Steve Amos and his family, PJ Hanley, Sarah and her family, Mr. Randy's mother-in-law, Miss Janae Wood, Kenneth and Chris Wilkinson, Redfish's wife, Miss Janet, Kenneth Allen, Rodney Middleton, Dan Garrison's daughter, Miss Jolynn, Clay Bunner's grandbabies, Keith Larimore's cousin, Mr. Russell Amon's wife, Miss Brenda, Lee's mama, Miss Brenda Johnson, Barnhill, B. Barn, Keith and his family, David Hoskins' granddaughter Emma, Greg Dunn, 33 Mile Fields mama, Mr. Russell Cookman's granddaughter, Tim's brother Jamie, Mr. Dan Weaver and his church, Shaw Wee, Jen's dad, Gary Stewart, Michelle Gurley, Lee's wife, Miss Renee, Castle Hives Brian and his family, Blaine's great nephew with the awesome update, Miss Pam from Tampa's Creek, Mr. Dan's nephew, the Terry Harris family, Miss Kathy Baker's great niece Haley, the Murray family, Lee's cousin Stephanie, DC's friend Bree, all our nation's service members, Shauna and her family, James Knoll, Mr. Randy, Keith Larimore's mom, my brother Jacob, James Kell, and then we just added Miss Kathy Baker's great nephew Justin. And that's it.
Okay.
That has made my day hearing that baby were home.
Yeah, boy.
That's just awesome to hear.
And I guess there's a family in our parts that needed some prayers. I got some news the other day that a friend I grew up with departed. Huh? I mean, it just the Lord knows who they are. I'm not gonna say no names due to the circumstances of the way things happen. But
I'm not laughing at you. I'm sorry. I didn't look like that.
We kind of crazy, I guess.
Yeah, that was.
But
Yeah.
anywho,
Oh,
what else we?
crazy news.
I will say before we get into things, gotta talk something. My woman hollered at me this morning. She said, "Look, I want some breakfast. You want to go up to?" Well, she said there's one little mom and pop hole in the wall place up the road up here called the Iron Skillet.
That's like
Yeah.
the thing open on Sunday, which is a good thing.
So I was like, well, we'll load up. We'll go to the next little old city that I hate driving to, but I'm getting hungry too. Well, so we loaded up, headed to Sims, Alabama, to the Waffle House. And long story short on that, backed into the parking spot because y'all know how them old Waffle House parking lots are. Well, backed up as soon as I got settled, fixing to get out the car, somebody backed up beside us, but on Hannah's side, the passenger side over there. So this dude, he backs up, he hit time or two, and he finally gets however he wants it. Well, I'm out of the truck about this time, standing at the hood, and this guy and his family gets out, and he's like, "Man, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was holding y'all up." And I said, "Well, I'm just waiting on my wife." He kind of explained the situation very briefly. And so they took up, gone to the Waffle House and get Hannah out the car, this and that, and we go into the Waffle House. And we standing there, we looked around, we seen the family that went ahead of us, and they had gotten the last booth. I was like, well, we're going to be here a minute. No big deal. Well, we were sitting there just jawing for a second, and all of a sudden, that family came up to us, and they said, y'all go have our seats. We're like,
Yeah,
no,
stood there and argued with us.
We did, and they insisted that we go take their seats. And I thought to myself, well, Gentleman was about my age, his wife and his kid, and we took off for that table. And about time we got to the table, turned and looked, and a little two-seater opened up. Perfect for me and her.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to the dude and I said, look, I said, good Lord just worked it out. Y'all generosity. This one opened up here. Y'all can go have that table as well. But the one thing that caught me, and this is where I'm going to go, and for you men that's had children, I hope I'm able to experience this one day. But I saw something with that man's boy. He was maybe 10 or 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But me and his daddy was talking during that time of, no, brother, y'all sit there, this and that. Y'all know how it goes back and forth. But that little boy was watching his daddy the whole time, and he never said a word or took his eyes off his daddy. That boy was tuned in on how's my daddy going to handle this. And he's seen how his daddy acted toward two people that he'd never met his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought to myself, that boy in that moment right there was watching his daddy and how he was going to treat two people he never knew. And that man treated us with the utmost respect. There's nothing I can say about this man except for he's setting a fine example. Don't know who he is. But either way, he's setting a fine example for his family. His wife was very, very loving and respectful for herself. But the main thing was that boy looking at his daddy and seeing something that's going to carry with him for the rest of his life. And for some reason, that just kind of sat with me all day long. I was like,
You didn't see that firsthand.
yeah, it was a good day in that, I'll say. But
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
it was. Don't know if we'll ever see him again, but pretty awesome. Then it turned into road rage and me stomping people's cell phones on the way home.
Where? That's where the morning went. In 20 minutes of eating grits and eggs.
Yeah, we had a pretty good day. But gotta get a little crap. Didn't I see the other Mexican moves in here when I was
Yeah,
gone?
Phil, that's what I was laughing about at the very inopportune time was Philip's hello. Or something like, hey, Tim, Hannah, Jasper, and onlookers or
Yeah.
something. They kind of tripped me out.
Chris, good to see you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Both Chris's.
Grayson came in boasting about his snow
Yeah, I seen y'all.
that we didn't get. He said it melted quite a bit.
Yeah.
Mr. Russell, I'm gonna need y'all to bring some snow with you when you and Miss Sharon come again. That would be great.
Mr. Bill Lee, good to see you. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say the experience that they have with us Southerners trying to drive through this. I don't know if that man or woman want to go through it again on
Probably
vacation.
not. But still, I cannot believe we were that close. Was that close to the Northern Lights and we missed it too.
That was
Just the clouds rolling.
a lie from meteorologists.
Yeah.
We stayed up, never saw a light from the north except for a plane headed south. But tell me thank you, so.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
right. What else? Been too
Freezing.
cold. The bees ain't flying. We have had some cold weather.
Freezing. It got nasty cold today.
Yeah.
It's not the same. That'll just have Jubal and Button fighting over who gets to lick it off the steps.
Oh, Lord. Have to get you a little
No joke.
leaf blower thing.
I'm serious. I found an old sack of cornmeal in the cabinet when I was digging through the other day. Oh, I forgot. Blaine sent a picture. Now Lee sent a picture. I don't know what that is.
Lee, we don't know what that is. What was the thing on Back in the Future? Doc had to have the transponder thing or whatever it was.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I didn't get to watch that stuff.
Y'all help me out.
But look, Blaine, can we show the picture you texted? He sent a picture of the baby coming from.
If it's cool with you, I'm gonna send it to Lee, and Lee, if you, it'll look better if Lee can put this up.
Yeah. I'll check it out. That
Oh.
was it just came through. Just came through.
That's cool. All right. No worries, no worries.
Okay. Yeah, no issues. That's why we always ask.
Yep. But that's awesome.
That
Headed
is. That was a
home.
really sweet picture.
Lord knows you know that mama's happy.
Oh,
Daddy too. But just the
I
whole
can't imagine.
be home.
Well, DC is thoroughly pleased with his honey money investment. His heated ball one time.
Well, there we go.
Mm-hmm. He said, I think I like honey money very much.
Well, now you got something to throw your blackberry in, or whatever it is you got that crystallizes on you so quick up there.
Yeah.
You got to get up to just turn the knob and put it in the jar now. That's great news, DC.
Hey, don't feel bad, DC. We still ain't made enough honey money to buy anything with. So don't feel bad. You made it.
We still got the old hand crank, and I think if we ever do get to a point, I would just keep that old hand crank just for old time's sake kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're
Just
good to
got
go.
sentimental value now.
Mm.
That's worse than making ice cream when you was a kid. And you had to sit on it and it was ice cold. Or they always made us sit on the thing as kids
Well,
while
you
somebody crunk it.
Mhm.
With that, it's like you gotta hang on to it while somebody cranks it.
What? Yeah, that old hand crank. I usually just lay over the top of it pretty much, get it as fast as I can go without it walking off from me.
Lane said a hand crank extractor's like a TV without a remote.
But it does work. You might have to get up and change channel, which our generation should be used to that anyway, because we were the remote for many, many years. Hey, get up, put it on channel, whatever. Take it off UHF and put it on VHF or whatever it was. Twist the knob to get the black and white to tune in just right. Them old knobs you had to do. Focus the TV, then you could step back and watch it. As soon as Daddy said, that's good, stop right there. Go up there and turn that antenna a little bit more for me.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's lightning or not.
You can put it in the yard like people do with farming. They call that yard ornaments down here, and no thank you.
There you go.
No.
It's better than the toilet idea we all went through not long ago. You can fill that full of dirt and put a whole bunch of lights.
Is that just down here? Or do y'all see people that like try to make what they think is like a cute little flower pot out of old toilets? Because people do that a lot down here.
Or anything.
And
Tires.
they call them yard ornaments.
I've seen people do
Yeah,
use old
people
tires.
paint tires and use them.
Lee knows what I'm talking about. He had to go out there and turn that away antenna. Whoever, mom or daddy, holler at you, whoa, 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 back up, no. Quit shaking.
Yeah, come on. You really think he's ever going to buy an electric extractor? No, he's never going to do that.
Maybe one day. We'll probably, maybe.
Yeah. At least you didn't put your foot in your mouth.
There you go, Lisa. Hit the wall when the channel comes in clear. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, even we did that in our first house. We have
Mr. Roy,
literally.
he's saying Michigan got them beat as far as the toilet capital yard ornaments.
Really?
So they got it going on up there too.
Well, I don't feel so bad now. I know, Lee.
But I will say, look, on the dishwasher.
As long as
thing,
I'm going to be washing dishes, he's going to be hand cranking that extractor.
Phil, the other night, I don't know if he's watching tonight, but if he is, 33 Mile Phil, he got you a fund started.
Yeah.
And that's enough right now, at least to buy washing powders for the thing until you get one. That way, what you do is you buy the washing powders with that money. That way, when we
Them
do get
washing
one,
powders will be dry rotted in the bottom of my kitchen cabinet before I get a dishwasher in there.
I'm just saying it won't cost so much to get your first box, because in the future, you know it's going to be more.
Inflation.
Yes, inflation.
Thank
So I'm
you.
trying to think on that.
Well, I'm so glad you're planning ahead here. Is that a new
Philip says the toilet with the flowers, we did that as a joke and put it in the front yard of a friend's house. Then had the neighbors come over and complain.
Clay said we had one of them fancy clunk antenna movers.
We did too. Chicka, 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 chicka. You
Yeah.
turn that joker. And Daddy, he had them little peel off stickers you could get back then on a little sheet of paper, little bitty fellas. And he would put like the actual direction, the compass direction, and he knew what channel was on that compass direction. So you turn it to, east northeast, and you knew you was getting channel 3 or whatever it was back then.
Yeah.
But oh yeah,
Mr. Randy, I can't say nothing because I do have the rose bed. That's an old iron bed frame. But to me, that ain't on the same level as a toilet. Maybe that's just in my head. I don't know.
see Jack and Danae said they only use theirs to sterilize stuff.
Yeah.
Do that with hot water. Right out the tap, right there.
That means you're gonna get your extractor for him my dishwasher. Jesus.
We will get an extractor.
Yeah.
We do this together. But we actually have something. It's not professional. Y'all know me, and we ain't fixing to get too professional with stuff because I would just blow y'all's mind.
Insulting Lee like that. He's put a lot of work into this.
I'm talking about a man. We know what Lee can do. That man.
They know what to expect from us.
He built a protoplasm machine a while ago. He sent a picture of.
I doubt it's a
And
plastic.
I wouldn't even know where to start on it like that. But what got me thinking on it, and it was part of the conversation, or that was why I had put that post out, wanting to know what blooms in your area. And I was trying to get ideas from folks in the North Country, folks down here in the South.
Mm-hmm.
And appreciate the ones of you commenting, got some good ideas on it, and got them laid out. But tried to look up about 20 different tree, plant, weed species of what's late winter, early spring blooms.
Like, what's your signs of spring?
Yeah, your signs of spring would be, and what the bees are pulling on them. So it's not just, well, you got roses coming up in the yard. No, this is things that the bees actually pollinate or get pollen from and draw nectar off of, and or both. What?
Phil
Where are we at?
and Blaine. She thought they were complaining about the large plywood cutout Christmas decorations, and it turned into a huge argument when he sent them over to complain about the toilet they put out and decorated. And he said, what a way to meet the neighbors.
Yeah, hey, no, nice to meet you. Glad we can start off on a good foot.
Oh, did you, Mr. Ray? I love it. Like, he set up the bed. I did a little bitty video on it because we planted the little running roses on it. But I'm good with that. I don't want a toilet in my front yard.
You can make it look good. I tell you what'll look good coming out of one of them toilets is putting some of that potato vine whenever you can get it at one of your local box stores, what have you. That potato vine is really pretty. Come out there. So here we are. All right. We're going to get real a second, then we'll derail again after that because Lee has been gracious enough to ride this out with me. So,
Let that man get done.
yeah,
You say.
yeah, he can really enjoy his bacon. But I got, I don't know, it's 18 or 20 of them. But just a quick summary of what's what, a visual of the plant flowering.
Mhm.
I did sit down first before I talked to Lee and was trying to find actual pollen colors on a pollen chart, but it turned into it would have been dang near impossible kind of thing trying to find all that. Even Lee, he was trying to see if you can singular find that pollen and its color, but no, everything just comes up on the pollen chart.
So, again, the troublemaker.
Yep, paint the trees
You're
up like
right.
4 foot. Old Cecil done that to every oak tree in his yard out there. Every one. I forget the old saying what it was by people painting them things. But you don't know,
Like people painting a portrait blue to keep space out.
pretty much. There's an old wives' tale in there somewhere about it.
Yeah, I can't handle that. That'd make my OCD go through the roof.
Okay. All right, Lee, you good, Captain? If so, we're gonna start with what we seen first of all popping up around here. The old red bud.
Mm-hmm.
Them dudes in the last really week and a half, huh? Okay. In the last week and a half, them things are really starting to shine around here. But on the red bud, bam, bingo. All right, Lee's got it up there. All right, good deal. Can y'all see that on it?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There we go. I like. He just made it full screen. I just did some simple Google searches on this stuff, but redbud trees produce pollen that is typically the main thing on this was to give people an idea of colors and what you can start thinking, okay, this color may be this or that, so on and so forth. But redbud trees produce pollen that is typically a yellowish or golden color, matching the bright hues of their abundant pea-like pink and reddish purple flowers, providing an important spring food source for bees and other pollinators. The flower color of them, the flower themselves, range from pale pink to a reddish purple. The pollen source, redbud, is a significant early pollen source for honeybees, often called BR before redbud by beekeepers, signaling that the start of good forage. The pollinator attractant, the vibrant colors, and resulting in pollen are crucial for sustaining early spring pollinators. Now I ain't fixing to get into all this AI stuff, but oh yeah, our redbird. A lot of people you'll see them down here in folks' yard, kind of like as a decorative mini tree, if you will, in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
But they get, I guess, maybe 18, 20 feet tall, but they'll bush out real big and pretty. Like Lee was showing that picture of that one right there. Pretty trees in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Betty's got a couple at her house. We see them all up down the highway right now. But once again, the pollen on that is going to be yellowish or a golden color. And then here I'm moseying on, which this is kind of.
Never seen one.
Y'all never seen a redbud?
He said he doesn't know if he's ever seen one.
They're pretty. I guess driving down the highway, if you look at them, they look more pink, but they do have that red tint to them.
Yeah.
But I guess the flowers do look a little more pinkish, but they're really pretty. Put out in your yard kind of thing.
James said he did swamp cabbage,
Swamp cabbage.
crocus, maple, and swamp.
Okay, didn't we do we got crocus on here
Mm-hmm.
on down the line, but I gotta stay in my lane. That way I
Mr.
don't.
Russell Amos said he's got red buds all over.
Oh, I bet they pretty. Y'all know what them babies look like. You can get you one put in the yard. I'd put 2 or 3 of them bad boys out there and just let them go. They are pretty. But all right, moving on to the next one, which everybody pretty well has this out in their yards, this and that. But it is a hot topic whenever it goes. Everybody talking about pollen and nectar source coming in the beginning of spring for sure. But the next one's going to be our white clover.
Ooh, I love white clover. I think it's supposed to make some pretty good honey.
What they say, make good honey.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Like a sweet honey.
Yep, like at your grandma's, we see a lot of there in the field, and
Even in the yard, like inside yard.
the bees will be all over them things.
Mm-hmm.
On your white clover produces pollen that is typically, all right, here we go, brown, auburn, or a yellowish brown, appearing as dark pellets in a bee's pollen basket, often a deep maroon or brownish shade that consists with other pollens like bright orange or yellow ones. Brown or yellowish shade that contrasts with other pollens like bright orange or yellow. Let me get down here to the details of it. Color variations, brown or auburn. Many sources describe the pollen as a brown or auburn. Yellowish brown. Other sources note that it can be yellow brown or dark yellow. Maroon. Some beekeepers report seeing it as dark as a maroon color. The actual color of pollen can slightly depend on its maturity and a specific environmental conditions, but the common colors for white clover pollen lean towards the darker earthy tones. So when you're out there moseying around, okay, well, if I get a brownish, auburnish looking color, and you
start looking around for white clover.
Your white clover running around, in which we're seeing quite a bit of it right now with dandelions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be our next run coming up here.
Mr. Russell Koopman said they call it Dutch clover up there.
The white clover, they call it Dutch clover.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Let me say this. The clover's everywhere, and the dandelions are sure enough popping up everywhere just as much as the clover.
He said he looks for pretty much the same stuff we do. Red maples, dandelion, dead nettle, henbit, and camellias. Or blooming.
Our camellias are starting to dry up a little bit, but that they do hit them camellias quite a bit. I didn't even think about looking for them on here. But all right, dandelion. I got myself here. Okay.
Are you still in order?
I am in order. Yes, ma'am. So dandelions produce bright yellow pollen, which bees collect as a crucial early food source in spring, often appearing as a vibrant yellow or even orange blobs on their legs. Though the pollen itself is yellow inside hives, this pollen makes the honey and comb appear distinctly yellow. So I guess it kind of gives a different looking color once they get it in their little storage facility there.
They see those with
Yeah. Dandelions. Yeah. Key characteristics: color. The pollen itself is bright yellow, but when packed by bees, it can look strongly yellow or even slightly orange. Timing. Dandelions are one of the first significant pollen sources for bees after winter, providing vital protein. Appearance in the hives. Bees carry it in their pollen baskets on their hind legs, and it colors the comb and honey yellow.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Robin.
Rodney Milton,
Mhm.
good to see you, sir. Appreciate you dropping by there. We investigating pollen.
Hmm. We're looking at pretty pictures too.
Yep. Like I said, I really wish they had would you could just I even tried looking it up like all the pollens under a microscope. Okay, what does dandelion pollen look like under a microscope? And it showed just pollen under a microscope. You couldn't tell what was what, this and that. So
If you Google
uh,
pollen under a microscope, what do you expect it to show pollen under a microscope?
well, yeah, but I was typing in like redbud pollen under a microscope, dandelion pollen under a microscope, and it it was too much. Like trying to figure out pollen charts. That's why we're showing flowers. And I'm telling you what the colors are, okay? Yeah. Trying to make some education come out of this somehow or another through this chat.
Buttons is a pollen bird.
Yeah. Yeah. I thank you, sir. Maybe I'll get my Crayolas out and I will put these colors on paper for folks.
You can make some pollen patty posters.
Pollen patty coasters. Pollen color posters. Coasters.
Post.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Quit talking to me right now. We got a show to do. Where was we at?
Oh,
Dandelion. Okay. Now we're moving on to the purple dead nettle.
That's one of my
Uh,
Professor Button's pollen PhD.
y'all watch out. Here I come.
Oh, Lord.
The purple dead nettle. Distinctive. All right, look. People wanted, you need to get yourself together. All right. People wonder where you get a red pollen from or crimson colored pollen from. And I know some of y'all, if you watch back at JP the Bee Man, it was on some of his older videos. But he was doing a cutout, I think on a shed or something. And he pulled a good chunk of comb out of there and it had red or crimson pollen stored in there. So just for the ones of you that from time to time, if you run into red pollen in here, bam, we know where it's coming from now. But the purple dead nettle produces distinctive bright red or crimson pollen, making it a very noticeable food source for bees in early spring when little else is blooming. Key points: color. The pollen is bright red, a color easily seen on the bees visiting the flowers. The importance is a vital early season food source for bees, providing nectar and protein when other flowers aren't yet available, say MSU researchers and the honeybee sweet plant name, also known as red dead nettle or purple archangel. It's in the mint family and has purple flowers and reddish upper leaves. What you got now? Go on.
Nothing at all.
All right.
You just continue
Me
teaching
and
your class.
we're teaching the class right now. Okay. And
You do you.
we'll see where we're going to get with this.
Mm-hmm. I'm just listening.
All right. Where was I at? Dead nettle.
No.
Okay. Now we're moving on to the classic. Most everybody looking forward. And I believe Keith Larimore, this is for you, my man. Since the PhD's coming out right now. The red maple. Because he's already got red
Yeah,
maple
he
blooming
needs
up
it
there.
bad, didn't
Up in there. But you can explain all this to me when we get done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to red maple. All right. Red maple produces.
Blue
What?
bonnets are different. That's not like a different name for the purple nettle, right?
No. Blue bonnets and purple nettle are two totally.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to the hen bit kind of looks like blue bonnet a little bit. But before I get to it, because I don't want to mess my class up, y'all get ahead of me.
That's not my fault.
Red maple. Red maple produces pollen that appears yellow, though it can look grayish green or even be mixed with the red of the flowers, often released on the tips of the stamens on the male flowers, creating a yellow dust that bees can collect. Key details: color primarily yellow, but can appear grayish green or mixed. And I did read in one the grayish green, or it can have a gray hue to it, some of it. But more of what we see, like around here, ours do tend to have more of a grayish green look to it. Source male flowers, which have long stamens tipped with pollen. Appearance: a fine yellow powder dusting on the ground or clinging to bees. The timing: one of the earliest trees to flower in spring, provided vital early pollen for the bees.
Mhm.
And that is our red maple.
Have you looked at ours?
Ours ain't, our maple ain't doing nothing yet. They ain't even. Yeah, they ain't even putting off.
That's
Which
crazy.
kind?
Layer mine there had maple bloom or getting ready to bloom, but
Well-
we don't.
Well, I think even for our southern folks, if I'm remembering some of y'all over there in Louisiana, South Mississippi, I think Mr. Ed and a few others are saying that they're already seeing the maple bloom over there too. But just ain't nothing happening
Right here.
on our part of the coast yet. Don't know what that's about, but hey, plenty of redbud. I know that. All right, moseying on to the honeysuckle. And I think in a minute we start getting to a lot of you folks up in the North Country, so y'all bear with us. We was able to dig up some up there that y'all may recognize. But all right, honeysuckle. Let me get on the thing here. All right, honeysuckle pollen color varies, but is often reported as yellow, golden, or sometimes even light brown, depending on specific honeysuckle type and its flower stage of development. White flowers turn yellow as they age, providing a essential winter food for bees and other pollinators. Common pollen colors: yellow or golden, a very common color for the honeysuckle pollen, especially for winter flowering varieties like the whatever the Latin name of it is.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't gonna try that one, are you?
That's a mouthful.
The other colors: light brown / grayish. Some sources list light brown as a pollen color from honeysuckle, and orange or red, orange/red. While the flowers themselves can be orange or red, bees sometimes collect pollen that appears orange or red from certain honeysuckles, though this can also come from other plants like camellias.
Mm-hmm.
While the variation, flower age, and many shrub honeysuckles, flowers start white and age to yellow or pink, and the pollen color changes accordingly. Species different from species produce pollen with different hues, such as the bright yellow pollen from winter honeysuckle. Bee collection: what appears on a bee's legs can mix different pollens, but the base color for the honeysuckle is typically yellow or light brown. So curious I wonder, because we got yellow, white, and we have got the big red kind of trumpet looking ones that we bought, I don't know, 1 or 2 of them 5 or 6 years ago. Was it 4 of them? And
but we only need one. The way them things took off.
yeah, them things, man, I've got them on a trellis out there in the yard, and the trellis is literally leaning over. I'm gonna have to put some T-posts or something up beside them now.
Yeah,
But-
crepe myrtles have nectar from them.
Yeah, we've seen the bees. Remember at the old Methodist church up here when we was working on the roof?
And it
They
grew
was
on-
all over
yeah.
them crepe myrtle.
Mm.
But I
They
think
do down here, I guess, Mr. Russell.
now I think we was in a dearth, and that was kind of
Mhm.
maybe some of the last resort stuff. But yes, sir, they was tearing them crepe myrtles up at the old Methodist church we was working on. All right, moseying on to one of the other ones. I believe a good many of us have these as well, but the privet. All it says for privet, produces yellow pollen. That's it.
That's
Keep-
all it's good for.
Well, I mean, it does have some key details here. But the key details about privet pollen color, the pollen is typically bright yellow, which is often visible on the legs, sticking out from the small, I guess, the small white flower. Very fragrant. They are fragrant whenever the babies go to putting out on a good year.
I smell them several feet away.
It's kind of like a 50-50 split with folks. Some people love the smell of them. Some people hate the smell of them.
Yeah, it's like there's really no in between because it's so strong. It's either you love it or you don't at all.
I guess the best way to explain it, if it ain't anybody had never been around on this or that, if you've ever smelt a sweet olive bush, you times that potency like 2. Because a sweet olive is,
floral and sweet.
yeah,
It's
I'm just
a
talking
little
about
more
strong.
like a flower shop. Yeah, it's very, very strong.
All right, key details about the pollen. The pollen is typically bright yellow, which is often visible on the legs, and their fragrant flowers source. The pollen is produced in terminal cone shaped or pinnacle-like clusters during the summer bloom, which usually occurs from June to September in the U.S. There's allergy info. While primarily pollination by insects, the pollen can become airborne when the plant is disturbed or when dry. It says on here that there's an unpleasant scent. The flowers are known for a very strong, sometimes unpleasant odor that is often mistaken for or associated with a heavy duty or earthly smell. I had to disagree with that. They smell good.
Mm-hmm. They're just
But
very strong.
Either that or what's the gardenia smell? Just like,
Yeah.
you know it's there. But yeah, we'll see. I hope the bad boys do good around here this year too.
What happened last year? They got froze off?
No, we didn't get our rain for them until after
They
the
burned
bloom. Everybody burned up.
And then the tallow got washed out.
Yep.
Something like that.
Moseying on to the hen bit. All right, your hen bit, vibrant red or reddish purple pollen, making it a distinctive and important early season food source for bees, often appearing in bright red balls on their legs. This pollen can range from orange red to purplish red, providing a crucial nutritional boost when other flowers aren't blooming. Key characteristics: color, bright red, reddish purple, or orange red. Significance: an excellent early spring pollen source, often blooming from winter through spring, helping bees get started. The appearance: bees carrying henbit pollen often have bright red pollen loads on their little old pollen baskets. So there's another one that we get our red or purple pollen from.
I'm thinking why it's purple on it.
What?
Well, if it said the pollen can be red to purplish red.
I don't know if ours on a nectar being if your nectar will be that color. Maybe we check out nectar colors next month. As far as see if any of that'll line up or what colors.
I was just curious when you said the purplish red.
Put
Oh,
them on to now. Okay.
uh-huh.
Moseying on to, I think that we're getting in some of y'all in the North Country now. Alder trees. I don't think we have any of these around here. If we do, somebody please correct me. But I've never heard of an alder that I can remember.
I've heard of it, but I don't know if we have them down.
But Lee, can you zoom in on that one? Look at when he zooms in on that, you can really see the yeah, there we go. Yeah, what the flowers look like right there. Alder trees produce powdery yellow pollen, often described as yellow green or pale yellow, released from long male catkins that emerge in late winter or early spring, often before leaves appear, creating clouds of dust that can trigger allergies. That's like the male, I think the catkin, I think, is the male tassel.
Oh.
Because, plants, you got male, female species, and everybody, y'all know how.
Yeah,
how
I
it
just,
works.
I didn't know.
Now, maybe just go back and look at that if you're interested on it, but I think that's what it means as far as on the catkins. All right. Where was that? Alder trees, Carorictus. Okay. Color, predominantly yellow, sometimes with green or reddish tints. Source, the male catkins, which are long, hanging structures. Timing, released very early in the season from January to April when snow might still be on the ground. So yeah, this is definitely for y'all in the North Country. Appearance, a fine powdery dust that covers the ground and air. Because it's one of the first pollens available, it is an important early food source for the bees and a significant allergen for many people. So
Philip said a mulberry tree is covered with similar catkins.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So
that would be kind of a comparison.
You know what our mulberry looks like when it puts she's fixing to do her thing? Okay. Good deal. Appreciate you putting that in there for the southern folks. It kind of gives you an idea as far as the mulberry and where we at, the alder on the catkins. Because it's one of the first pollens available, it is an important early food source for the bees and a significant allergen for many people. So, ones of you in the North Country, y'all notice them puppies blooming and your nose are running. You got an idea?
Oak trees are winding down.
Or when the pines, really put off, kind of thing. All right, where am I at here? You're gonna have to say this name because I destroyed it.
Crocus.
Okay. Crocus, they produce a vibrant, rich, yellow golden or golden yellow to orange yellow pollen, a crucial early food source for bees, visible as bright powdery grains inside the flower center, often contrasting beautifully with the purple or white petals, according to Wikipedia and a whole bunch of others on here. Key details on it. The color, predominantly yellow or orange yellow. Appearance, a rich, powdery substance. Source, found on the stamens, the male parts within the flower. Importance, an essential early season food for hungry pollinators like bees. But yeah, they do look like tulips. Pretty little, I guess a wildflower, I reckon, up that way. If we have, I've never seen them or paid anything. Okay.
Mike said those are his favorite spring bulb flowers.
What did I do in my book a second? Y'all bear with me. All right. On to the hazel. I'm gonna read just the overview on the hazel because we got American hazel and we got witch hazel. But the first one's gonna be American hazel. But the overview on it says hazel pollen is typically yellow or pale greenish yellow, released from long, dangling male catkins in late winter or early spring, often appearing as a fine, powdery dust that can create significant clouds when shaken loose by the wind, while sometimes described as the picture of while sometimes often described as light green, like the American hazel, the predominant color associated with the widespread common hazel is bright yellow, as seen in the catkins themselves. Key characteristics of hazel pollen is color, yellow to pale green, source, the male catkins. The appearance, powdery dust released in large quantities. Timing, late winter, early spring, before the leaves appear. Pollination, wind pollen. Also, it produces a lot of pollen, which blows away. And then, let's see, on American, it's got the yellow or the light green, pale green. Then the next one is going to be the witch hazel. And the witch hazel produces a yellow or a sulfur yellow pollen on it. But then witch hazel, I would say that's a pretty run right there. I got to tell Lee, they kind of look like sweet gum ball a little bit, the way they just kind of got themselves going on there. Spider lily?
Spider lily.
Oh, spider lily. All right, let's see here. On to the next one, be the service berry. Never heard of service berry that I know of.
Oh, so it has a different name.
Some of them have several different names, but I guess the main name of them. The service berry produces pollen that is typically yellow or golden, as it comes from its small, white pinkish flowers, which attract bees and other pollinators, providing them with ample nectar and pollen resources in early spring. Key details: flower color, white or sometimes slightly pinkish. Pollen color, yellow to golden, standard for many flowering plants. Pollinators, bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds are drawn to the pollen and nectar. Timing, flowers appear in early spring before leaves fully emerge.
Like our cherry.
Yep. I don't know how them things are going to do this year, but I hope they do pretty good. But yeah.
That's a pretty one. It looks like a print almost.
Kind of does with the white cluster going on there. Oh, let's see here. Got a few more. Y'all bear with us. Moseying on to the golden Alexanders. Golden Alexanders produce bright yellow pollen, matching their showy yellow flowers, providing an important early food source for the native bees, flies, and wasps in spring. The pollen comes from tiny forlets clustered in flat-top umbels, making it easily accessible for pollinators. Key characteristics: flower color, yellow to golden. Pollen color, yellow. Bloom time, late spring to early summer, May to June. It attracts bees, wasps, flies, and is a host plant for the black swallowtail butterflies. Well, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
So the butterfly,
I'll have to Google black swallowtail.
undoubtedly, that's home base for them.
Mm-hmm.
For the little caterpillar caterpillar, then hatching on or metamorphosis into the caterpillar from caterpillar to butterfly. You know what I'm saying. All right. Moseying on to the willow. And this is pretty, from what I'm understanding, this is pretty standard for most all willows for the most part.
Mhm.
So we just come up with the one that we got down here, the old weeping willow. You see a lot.
I love those trees.
Pretty trees.
So pretty.
But the willow pollen is typically bright yellow, sometimes described as powdery yellow or golden, and is a crucial early food source for bees, appearing on male catkins in spring when other food is scarce. While some sources mention white pollen from certain trees, willow pollen is overwhelmingly known for its vibrant yellow hue, making it easily visible for foraging bees.
I wonder if that's what I always call big bird yellow.
The bright yellow
Mhm.
could be. Key characteristics: color, bright yellow. Source, male willow plants. Importance, high in protein, attracting bees early in the season. So when you see bees with bright yellow pollen loads in early spring, they've likely visited a willow. Let me see here. Did I do both of these together? Okay, yeah. All right. Wait a minute. Okay.
No.
Moving on. The American elm. American elm pollen is typically described as light gray, but can also appear as pale yellow or even slightly green, depending on specific tree and the observer's perspective. Bees often see colors differently than humans, while many sources cite light gray as the primary color. Bees consistently collect it as a light yellow in their pollen baskets, making it a key early spring food source. Key pollen colors, light gray, the most common description for identification purposes. Pale yellow or yellow, what bees often carry and they can see. Green, sometimes noted as a variation. Oh yeah, they are pretty, ain't they? That's the American elm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are pretty. Your other elm we got here is going to be the winged elm. Pale yellow pollen, which is a valuable early season food source for pollinators like bees, often appearing alongside other yellow pollens from cedar and pine trees in late winter or early spring. Key characteristics: color, pale yellow. Timing, blooms early, offering crucial pollen when little else is available. Identification, bees often bring back yellow pollen, which can be a mix of elm, cedar, and pine pollen during the early spring. So they just bounce around from tree to tree, kind of thing. Whoever's got the most, go there.
Okay.
The elms are pretty. All right, I think we got two more here. Yep, two more. Moseying on to the skunk cabbage.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Skunk cabbage produces pale yellow or beige pollen, which is an important early spring food source for pollinators like honeybees who collect it from the spadix.
Oh,
All right, we're gonna say spadix. Fleshy club it's got inside the hood of the flower. The color of the pollen is described as light yellow or beige. Timing is one of the first plants to release pollen in late winter, early spring. The collection on it, bees must crawl down into, we're just going to say crawl down into the flower to access the pollen getting dusted in the process. So that plant there, wait a minute, where are we at, Lee? Is that the skunk cabbage?
Mm-hmm. I guess there's different
Hold on,
variations.
let me go to the images here. You good, Lee? Don't move. Okay,
The
okay,
last one is just a different variation of it.
okay. Because the one I was looking at, it kind of looks like I guess a Venus flytrap is the best way to describe it. But they really look more like a peace lily. Like flowers,
Yeah,
flowers,
the
flowers
flower
got the,
shape,
yeah. You,
like a half a pole shape or something.
yep. Okay. Pretty. It was just hard to see on the little screen there.
That one looks like a tower.
Well, it says it's a skunk cabbage.
I mean, the shape of the flower is
Mhm.
kind of the same as a calla where it comes together at the bottom.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So that is your skunk cabbage. So if you get a beige pollen or a pale yellow on that, there's a good chance, especially the beige, it's not a color you typically will see all the time. Last but not least,
Is that the best for
I don't know what it just did. Hold on. See if I can get back to it. Okay. The flowering quincy. The flowering quincy produces pollen that is typically described as yellow, appearing as fine yellow dust when collected from the stamens, though some pollen guides list it as a light brown or brownish yellow, indicating it's a common yellow toned pollen that is a valuable early food source for bees. Key details: the color, predominantly yellow; appearance, fine powdery dust collected from the stamen; significance, an important early season pollen for bees, as it blooms in late winter, early spring before many other plants. So now, class, you can close your textbooks. Class is dismissed. I'm your professor, Buttons, this evening. I appreciate you listening. Hope you got something out of it. But all right, let me get back over here. Lee, thank you much for putting up with me and getting them pictures up to show a visual of at least the flowers of what the pollens and this and that's coming off of. So any of y'all got some ideas or it gives you a little better idea as we starting to venture off in the spring a little bit. See where it takes you. Jasper, what you got to say? You come in for the show. You want to talk to everybody too, didn't you? I know. All right. Let's get some of the comments, see what folks say. Let's see. Well, Ann, we appreciate you dropping by. I guess I have to wait for Hannah to get back in here so she can catch me up on y'all's comments as she's going through and smirking and laughing and carrying on. Let's see, we got past it. We got into the curtain over there a little bit. Thank you much, Mr. Roy, on hitting the like button. Appreciate everybody. Which ones are you? Oh, I got to say, Minnesota Mike, I went back and I seen where everybody was talking last week and I had got confused. I think he was talking to Mr. Russell Koopman in the chat, but y'all was talking about Mr. Troy. And I was thinking, Mr. Troy, but I seen the video yesterday, I think it was, of you going through and showing Mr. Troy's get up with that older extractor and the whole line the man had going through there. But great video on that. It was cool to see that older setup, and they ain't never going to make nothing like that ever again, as far as a show enough system on things. Well, I appreciate y'all. I see Jack and Danae in here, Professor Buttons. I like to buy you an apple. Bravo. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the kind words, Mr. Roy. Man, this is a great class. Everybody, Professor Buttons. I love y'all. That's pretty funny. Beavis and Buttons. Y'all some funny people, I tell you. This is why we love these live chats. Ain't no telling where we're going to go with them. But we're welcome to derail now, all y'all want to. Where was we at a while ago? I have to wait for Handy Boo to get back in here. I think we got past Lee and his bacon.
Let's look at Jasper's face. He saw that phone. Hurt his feelings, didn't it?
Anna says, Philip, look at Jasper's face. He heard the comment.
Hurt his feelings.
Beavis and Button. Oh, that one. He should have
They just broke your
Jasper.
little heart,
Oh, you love that. Yeah, okay. Tell everybody about it. I am fired. You don't have to move over. How was that Brian from Flower Street said it?
He's silently
Yes.
judging.
He's silently judging you, Philip. That's what he's doing.
Come on, boy. Jasper's asking if there's a test.
We'll let you slide on this one. Since you got out and was trying to do some rat killing yesterday.
Yeah, y'all see his bobos on his face?
They can't see me.
He cut his little cheek.
Yeah, he got into some tough red metal I got out there laying in the yard.
Digging under it, and he shoved his head up under it, and it cut him on his cheek right there. It's like, you dork.
I can't say it too loud, and I probably just did by accident, but if we tell any of, especially Jasper or Stella, the puppies are just the peaceful protesters. They're just now starting to figure it out. But if we tell them, go get the RAT, it's on. They're going to dig up underneath everything they can, literally grab and tear apart stuff to get to where they think one might be.
Yeah, it's Stella doing that one time.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
I think we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, I want to see what
I know
happens.
We took a video.
I
I
have
don't
to
know
go back
if we
and see.
posted it. I think we did.
I think we did. But Stella, she's in there just ripping that old chicken pen to pieces trying to get to it. But
Danae said we got a policy that's a mouse assassin too. Mouse assassins all one word.
hey, go get them. That's what I tell them.
Steve Amos said, I appreciate the lesson, made playing in the mud a lot more enjoyable. What I couldn't quit giggling about was Danae talking about getting you one of them sweaters with the leather elbow patches and glasses and a little professor.
The old jacket.
That's what I told her. You need it bad the way you got this going to your head. It's professor.
I have to find me some professor stuff the next time if we do so many learning. And,
that's what I couldn't quit giggling.
I know what she's talking about. Get one of them old corduroy jackets with the old leather patch on the elbows there.
A cardigan thing or something.
Get me one of them pocket pencil holders that you put all your pens and pencils. I'll fix it up for y'all. Don't y'all fret.
Mr. Roy said I can't say the word rabbit around my Jack Russell.
Yeah.
He knows what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty funny. Them old dogs, they figure it out.
Steve does surveying stuff, doesn't
Yeah, so they're
Okay.
telling you, showing up probably knee deep in some
he?
mud.
Good grief, how do you do that so fast, Lee?
Uh,
I'm still trying to remember if we even posted the thing and went and found it and put a link in the chat.
There's a link to it. Y'all want to see Stella
I
last
think
year
it was a short.
getting after one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was like a mile trip. They've literally ripped plywood apart before, like fresh plywood.
Hey, I had an
It's
old
crazy.
dog before that, and that's where they picked it up from, was from him.
August 6, 2024.
That joker, I seen him rip panels off the side of some old rough cut stuff, just literally biting into it and just ripping the panels off this old barn, and I'm like,
Weed jacket. That's it. Corduroy slack.
we'll do it. We will do it. What I'll
My
do,
daddy's probably got a tweed jacket put up in his closet over there.
what,
He ain't never thrown nothing away.
that thing probably swallowed me. Your daddy's 6 foot tall.
That's true.
And my arm probably wouldn't even.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see the fingertips of his long little arms he's got.
Oh, maybe not. Because remember when I put his shirt on, it hung down past my knees. When I borrowed his camo shirt, when he sprung the surprise camo Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. You'd have to roll the sleeves up so far the elbow patches would be at your wrist.
I'll see what we can do once the beekeeping comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Actually do it. I'll get my professor uniform now that y'all have allowed me to graduate with
I
honors.
think I'd call that more of a costume than a uniform.
I wish we could play the graduation tune. You know what I mean?
God.
And if I had me a torch, just wave to everybody. Thank y'all.
Mr. Russell must have just went and watched. Do they make corduroy bit? Yeah, because I had a pair when I was a kid.
Yeah. Are they used to?
Yeah, they used to. Oh, that Stella is such a brat. He said that dog is like a wrecking ball in fast motion.
I don't know if Jasper's in there or not. I can't remember.
I don't
He
know.
may be in there part of it, but I know it's
He
her
was
just
here in 24.
it's just going crazy in that old chicken pen or that old laying box is what it was.
I'll have to go back and watch that. Okay.
I'm gonna need that. Thanks, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hey, how much time we got on here? Where are we at?
Almost
Minute
30.
Look, I'll put it up here if you want to. Y'all know what to do. If not, then we'll just carry on like always.
Heaven only knows where we'll end.
Or Lee doing? Lee see me smashing it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Lee can't read your mind.
Well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think it'd be.
He said I can. Next week, Buttons will have a pipe and a tweed jacket. I don't know if I'll be able to find one by next week.
I did have some. What was that stuff I bought that one time? I was going to do like 70s version of beekeeping or something.
You
I
bought the Super Trooper glasses
Super Trooper
and
glasses.
the handcuffs and something. I don't remember. Did you ever do that video or not?
No, I did the Super Trooper look with the handcuffs and all that. Whenever Blaine sent the second run of $30,000, I think it was. Remember, I had it handcuffed to my wrist or whatever it was.
Steve said I call my Alabama-made engineer stripe bibs my dress bibs, but they might clash with the tweed jacket.
Oh, we make it look good.
Hey, you gonna show everybody your bobo?
Or even if it looks ridiculous, just ride it out. Tell everybody, man,
Yeah.
you know this is. I'm kicking it. You just made. I'll get you a pair of.
Poor old Jasper.
I hate it. You gonna
Yeah.
make.
He needs a hot biscuit.
I didn't really do any beekeeping news or anything. I went into educational
Thought your
mode.
presentation was going to last.
I did an excellent job on that
You
presentation.
did an excellent job.
Thanks to
I'm
Lee.
proud of you.
He made it look really pretty.
He did. Way prettier than we could make it look.
Yeah, because all I would have had screenshots, and y'all see me doing this all the time.
Uh-huh.
Stupid. Probably my luck the way StreamYard been
It
messing with
froze
me.
up on the first one.
Yeah.
That would have been the end of your class presentation.
And people would have never got the knowledge that they have gotten this evening without that.
Danae
You know.
said you need a hot biscuit with peanut butter.
I don't think so. You can get my biscuits.
Hmm. Oh, you just hurt his feelings.
He don't understand the English language
He
very
does understand.
good. He understands my other languages, which I'll probably get in trouble on YouTube.
Yeah, you can't talk about that.
Mhm.
Shut up.
I could have so much fun right now with that.
Please don't.
But I'll probably get flagged. I know
You
nobody in
will.
here would tell on me, but the algorithm would probably have a
And
fit.
I'm telling you, I'm not doing those behavior classes on YouTube. I refuse. That was a very interesting class, Dr. Blake, in constitutes.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir.
I think you're getting good reviews.
Well, hey. I had to dig down way down
Everybody
deep.
says
Found
it's
that.
interesting.
That was
What do
just,
you think, Jeff? You slept through class.
that's why
Typical
he's
teenage
getting a
boy.
failing grade because he ain't gonna know nothing whenever we go out there to look at colors on the bee's legs. Not questioning, what is this one, Jasper? He's just gonna give me that dead stare. Ooh.
Ooh, that's always better the second and third night, DC.
Ooh, yeah, some good beef stew.
I'm with you, Steve. I've never put peanut butter on a hot biscuit neither. But I bet Jasper like it. He loves peanut butter.
I could probably go with that because I like peanut butter and syrup
No.
and sopping it up.
Yeah, you do. You probably like to. He makes me put peanut butter instead. Like I put butter and then syrup on my pancakes. But when I make pancakes, like as soon as I pull his out of the skillet, I have to layer it with peanut butter and let the peanut butter melt into it, and then you drown them with syrup.
That's the way to go with pancake or waffles. Either or. Got to put peanut butter on. Don't want crunchy. I'm not much on crunchy peanut butter. It'll work.
I get in the
but
mood for it every now and then. I want a crunchy peanut butter. Chewable.
Been bad dog.
Quit. Thank you. Button? I don't mean pick it up where he left off.
He said, "There goes that man card." I just even when I was a kid, I didn't.
Crunch gets stuck in your teeth.
Well, Mama would get it every once in a while when we was kids, and I just
But
just
you don't
wasn't
like
right,
peanuts.
you know. Not unless they're boiled Cajun peanuts.
Mhm.
No, I liked it.
If you want nuts, you usually get the cashews.
Yeah,
You don't ever really just eat peanuts.
cashews or what's the other ones? Pistachios. And I like them old pistachios pretty good too.
Well, Larimore and Mr. Roy both and DC all do the peanut butter on the pancakes.
Well, there you go. Same thing. They know what's good.
I mean, it's not that I dislike it, but I just rather
Hey,
have
Pearl.
syrup.
You just
Get you some cashew butter. That mess
Hey,
is
that-
expensive.
that was probably pretty good. I ain't never had that, or just can't. I didn't know they sold it and couldn't afford it, kind of thing.
We can't afford it if you want it. I've just never bought it because it's like twice as much as peanut butter.
Maybe when
I know, DC. I love a waffle too,
when
but I don't have a waffle maker. I bet my mama's got one in the cabinet over there somewhere.
I imagine she does with all the stuff she had in there.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds good.
It does.
That actually does sound good. I might just do the butter and honey instead of peanut butter, though. I don't know. I can't ever get away from Phil's maple syrup when I make pancakes.
Yeah,
Like,
God,
I
Lord.
cannot get away from it.
And Mr. Dan. Mr. Dan sent us some fine
Mhm.
maple syrup.
We already finished it, though.
Sarah and Steven sent us some good maple
They
syrup.
made some, and it was really, really good.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that to mind. I know a lot of everybody done moseyed on this and that, but Sarah from Sarah Happy Hive sent a message too in the email. I guess most everybody knows she got hacked, but she kind of wanted to spread the awareness, make sure all your passwords are locked up or however that goes, and keep yourself safe on folks getting into your channels and this and that.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly, somehow or another, she got hacked, and they're trying to
Work with YouTube to get everything back, she said.
Lord willing, she'll be able to get herself back online soon.
Yeah, Clay, you should give it a shot. It's pretty good. If you like peanut butter at all.
Oh, you'll like it. Look, here's the trick to that though. Whether you do pancakes or waffles, soon
It's
as
gotta
that
be
baby,
hot.
yeah, as soon as you pull it off the heat, within a second, start grabbing that spoon or butter
Mhm.
knife and lay it on there, and it'll melt in there real good.
That's
And
the
then,
way to get it to melt.
yep, hit your syrup after that. Sit down with a big old glass of fresh cow's milk. What you talking about? Make your tongue slap your eyes out.
DC, I feel like I've done them before. Okay, no, I haven't, but I've heard of them before.
I've never had a German pancake. I've had plenty from Alabama.
Ooh, that sounds good, Blaine. Deb had pancakes for supper. So we did that not long ago. I didn't feel like going to the store, but we had everything in that cabinet to make some homemade pancakes. Our chats are like a balanced diet. They're well rounded. Oh my gosh.
Like, well, if nothing else, you're going to figure out, well, hey, I may try this tomorrow morning. Because most times on chats, y'all know how to, we're going to get into food somewhere. And there's going to be a
Did you
good
see what
combination.
Blaine ate?
No, I didn't see it.
Jalapeno popper burgers with cream cheese instead of regular cheese and bacon and sliced jalapenos.
Get out of here.
I'd swap the sliced jalapenos for banana peppers because I'm a weenie, but that sounds really good.
That does sound good.
Like, really good.
Well, there's something new to try. Next time, get a
That's
hamburger.
why Lee was eating bacon. He made tomato gravy and biscuits.
There you go.
And you got to start with fried bacon to make tomato gravy.
To make a good tomato gravy.
Really good tomato gravy.
Yeah.
Unless you're a weirdo and you hoard every drop of bacon grease you fry in your skillet.
No, we don't hoard all of it, but we do keep bacon grease around.
Mm-hmm.
That does sound good too, though. Good old tomato gravy.
Yeah, it does.
Man,
We had a leftover taco for supper tonight because we went out and made a big breakfast right before lunchtime. Oh, I do like pecans. Once in a while, I like blueberries. I have to be in a really weird mood to want chocolate chips in them because that just makes them too sweet to me.
ooh, you got some fresh pecans from at the old place this year. We got, I know there's Stewart's up there, and I forget the other ones that are up there, but we got 2 or 3 pounds of pecans that come from the old place.
Mm-hmm.
And them dudes, they actually did pretty decent this year.
Oh my word, Mr. Roy, you've never heard of tomato gravy?
Man,
or
Mr.
had
Roy,
tomato gravy?
find you. We'll
You
find
are
you.
missing out.
You need to find does Miss Brenda Gant.
Yeah, yeah. Look up Miss Brenda Gant on the Book of Faces, or on here. She's made a YouTube channel now too. But she can show you a super simple, really quick way to make tomato gravy. That's really, really good.
Y'all people in North Country, please don't get me wrong.
Oh my gosh,
But-
Blaine. No, tomato gravy is not ketchup. It's not just ketchup on a biscuit.
If you're gonna make your tomato gravy, find you a Southern woman. I know I'm not knocking anybody in the North, say they can't cook it. But you find an old Southern woman and you get her recipe for some tomato gravy. And that Miss Brenda Gant. Hannah's made several of her little
Mhm.
recipes and stuff like that. And
It's really good.
but either way, you need to try it if you like gravy. Make some homemade biscuits.
Mhm.
However you do your homemade biscuits, do them exact same way.
Thank you, DC. I love sausage gravy too, but if I had my choice, I'd make tomato gravy any day of the week.
Sausage gravy's good too.
Lee's talking about he got some blueberry moon pies today.
Where'd you get blueberry moon pie?
I've never heard of blueberry moon pies. Danae's never had tomato gravy either.
Man, y'all need to try that. No, well, the Boom Boom's right around the corner, but unless they're doing new flavors, because all it usually, y'all know how it is. When I say the Boom Boom, Mardi Gras season's coming up next month, but usually for moon pies, it's either chocolate banana, and sometimes they'll throw out a peanut butter. But your biggest variety in Mobile when they do Mardi Gras.
What is white gravy with tomato?
I don't know. Be a tomato gravy, I guess.
Philip
But
just said it's white. No, you don't put milk in tomato gravy.
Huh?
Milk gravy is white gravy.
Yeah.
You don't put tomatoes in that.
I mean, you could if you want to. You could switch it for sausage. But usually your sausage gravy is going to be a white gravy for anybody that doesn't know. And your tomato gravy is going to be red, brownish
Mm-hmm.
gravy.
What is it, Rodney? He said, guess what?
Give it to us.
Yeah, Mr. Roy, if you're on the Book of Faces, or she just started her YouTube page not long ago, but it's Cooking with Brenda Gant. But she's kind of an elderly lady, but she lives down here in Alabama too. She's not too terribly far from us.
Hey.
Egg gravy. That's a new one on me. Rodney got a bee call today in January.
Well, hey, business is picking up.
No joke. Already.
Well, Lord, he got a week and a half off.
Oh, yeah. From Christmas to New Year.
Yeah. All to call that man.
That is crazy, Rodney.
Because he killed it again last year with cutouts and
Thank
everything.
you, DC. I'm going to try that. He said that German pancake is you heat up your iron skillet, and then you take this pancake mix and do it like cornbread, pour it in a hot pan and put it back in the oven. And he said as it cooks, it climbs up the sides of the pan and makes a bowl shape with crispy edges.
Mr. Steve Amos says he don't want no part of the banana moon pie. I like the banana moon pie.
I do too. I like them and the chocolate. I don't like the vanilla. I'm not big on the strawberry.
But here's the deal with the moon pies, though. If you get the actual moon pie brand, I'm not big on the chocolate ones, but the chocolate ones are pretty good. The bananas are pretty good. Peanut butter is all right. But if you get the actual moon pie brand, that's going to be your best ones. But there's a lot of cheap folks that throw the old, you don't even know what bakery these things come out of, but they'll be chocolate or banana, and some of those are just terrible all around. far as taste, but
hmm
beggars can't be choosers when you have Mardi Gras. So
Larimore said he had a bee call last week that turned out to be yellow jackets and pine straw.
I'll unalive them for you for $199.95 right now.
hmm I know that a lot of people down here do that, Larimore. They'll put like syrup or honey or jelly on cornbread and eat it for dessert. What was it? Our pastor used to put mayonnaise on cornbread.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Like he would smear it with mayonnaise. He's the only person I ever saw do that, but I couldn't make myself try. I was like, I'm gonna stick with my honey butter on mine.
Now I like dipping my French fries in mayonnaise. I don't know if I can. I mean, it probably
Yeah,
tastes
Mr.
good.
Roy. I can tell you too, I would trust anything that woman says about a recipe because I've made a lot. Like I've made several of her recipes, and they're all like really, really, really good.
Yeah, y'all like her.
She's funny too. I love watching her videos. I know, like I couldn't make myself do it. But most times I make cornbread though. I'm making something we drown it in, like lima beans or soup or a stew or something like that.
Cabbage or some
Red
greens.
beans, yeah.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people eat those down here. Now I can do peanut butter and banana sandwich, but I can't do mayonnaise and banana sandwich. A lot of people eat like pineapple and mayonnaise with cheese on it.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people do pear mayonnaise down here. I don't know.
Miss Jan says she likes pour vinegar for her cornbread.
That's a new one on me. I've never heard of doing that.
Miss Roy said mayonnaise should be outlawed.
I don't know. That's a brand new one on me, Miss Shannon. I've never heard anybody talk about that before. Ew.
They got it. Blaine said my wife ordered a
Yeah.
bacon and egg cheese sandwich from Sonic years ago and told them no mayo. Just in case, because she hates mayo. That thing was smothered in there. Oh, you don't want no mayonnaise?
Let me put extra on here. That's how they do it down here, for sure.
I knew an old fella I used to work with when I was helping my brother in the shipyard. We go out of town, but if he went somewhere to eat, say we got hamburgers, what have you, he would tell him no mustard on there. And it wasn't the fact that he didn't like mustard, but he was extremely allergic to it.
Oh.
And every time he got a hamburger, if he told him not, he'd have to peel that thing literally just about to pieces to make sure there wasn't an ounce of mustard on that hamburger. Comfy, Jasper?
Yeah. I hope. Yeah, it's your spot, huh? I do. We don't keep it around as much as I'd like, Steve. But a lot of times, like on beans or greens, I'll throw some pepper jelly or pepper relish on top of it. Or two, if I like saute peppers and onions, I'll throw some pepper jelly in there too.
Now, I don't like that pepper relish by itself, but when she puts it in that cornbread, now I like it in the cornbread.
I do. I put a big old, like couple big tablespoons of it in cornbread batter. Yeah.
And thank goodness for Mr. Bunny, because he got me back stocked up with pepper jelly. I was having a fit running around here.
A mustard-based meatloaf. I ain't never had one either.
We need to cook that meatloaf that Lee sent us the link to next time we do
I didn't
meatloaf.
think about that.
That joker
That
was good.
week. Last week. When I did a meatloaf.
And he could, how'd he do that? I think he like set it in a pan, then flip over an iron skillet or something, and set the meat on top of the iron skillet and let it cook. That way the grease drained down into a tray in this. But he cooked it, if I remember right on top of that iron skillet upside down. And it held together and all that. But the pictures he sent, buddy, that puppy looked showing up.
It looked really good. Keep my chair warm, Jasper.
Come over here. No, you go on her. He thinks he's going to get some food. Hey, let's see here. Now, I do have to do the same. I like a meatloaf, but it does have to be loaded with either ketchup or Sweet Baby Ray's. Yeah, she does load it up with cheese, but I guess the cover sauce for it, I either want ketchup or Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue. Well, you got to load it up a little bit more, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, like, she'll cook it, and she'll, I don't know, what, like 10, 15 minutes before you actually take it out, you'll put ketchup, then cheese on top of it, and let that cook into it. But then when it comes out, oh yeah, when she brings me the plate, she's handing me the jug of ketchup right there with it. Steve said, I'd never seen chow chow since I moved to North Carolina. It's good on beans. Layer more, I'd eat it on hot dogs before I put it on tasteless mayo and cabbage they call coleslaw around here. Oh, buddy. If y'all ever get down here and we got time to go for supper somewhere and it's on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night, there's a catfish house right across state line over in Mississippi, ain't about 20 minutes from us. Back off in the woods, nobody even know it's there unless you're a local for the most part. But you talk about some of the best coleslaw you can put on a plate. Now, I'd eat my filling of that coleslaw. A lot of people don't like it because it's sweet, but I tell you, buddy, it's good stuff. Brown gravy on meatloaf probably be all right. You right about that, Larimore. Everyone can't make coleslaw. There's some of it you're like, what in the world? You really call this a coleslaw? There ain't even no taste to it. I'm just eating raw cabbage, basically.
There's an art to making coleslaw and potato salad.
Oh, shit. Button. Yeah, add some black pepper to it. So Blaine said we used to have a guy around here that had a barbecue place. He had a pepper coleslaw that was really good. Now there's some folks that can get it. Best thing to do is stay away from a lot of the just those store-bought coleslaws. Period. Find somebody that can show enough to cook it or make it. You'll be all right.
So you're right about that.
What was that?
Coleslaw and pulled pork sandwich.
That's pretty good. Yeah, on old pulled pork sandwich. I tell you, good old brisket sandwich for it sounds pretty good. We might have to go get us one of them next day or two. There was a gentleman over in Baldwin County, the next county over on the eastern part of Mobile Bay. But the man had a barbecue trailer. And I've been eyeballing the trailer 2 or 3 days going to work over there back and forth. And finally I told her one day, I said, we don't stop. There's always a line right there every time we come through here. And man, we tried one of his brisket sandwiches and let fool. I do gotta say, that brother could cook a brisket sandwich or make some brisket, slap that stuff on a piece of bread, and he was full by the time he got to the house, and we still had another hour and a half ride left. I can't do a pork tenderloin anymore. Used to like pork tenderloin, but had somebody cook one time and didn't cook it all the way, and it made me sick, and I can't eat it no more.
Claire said I had to get up and get a snack 40 times. It was disgusting.
Yeah. Man said, y'all making me hungry now. Well, hey, we always have good food discussion. That's the only derailment part. We didn't fly off into nothing too crazy this evening. We actually did good. We stayed the course. We kept things moderately at a professional level.
Steve said they make a bread, basically vinegar and pepper slaw around there with barbecue. It's either good or horrendous.
No. Man, if we could.
We don't do vinegar-based slaw much. We usually do mayo.
If we could get over there to the catfish house, and if you had a way to keep it cool, and send that man a tub of what they make at the catfish house up there without it going bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if there's a way you can ship anything, keep it froze like that, or cold. Man said, I've had fried chicken, nanner pudding. Now I'm on the Oreos. My camera's going to have to get wide angle lens to catch all this. That's what she was doing. She's over there behind the scenes, snacking on a ice cream Snickers bar. So it's got her hungry too. So I'm glad she come home with me because she left a while ago. She said, well, I got to run to the store real quick. You want any snacks? And I was like, nah, I'm pretty good. I had me a Twix and some chocolate milk a while ago. That got my fill. But I'm glad she come home with them old ice cream Snickers. Dive into one once we wrap this show up. We'll send you a bowl up here too, Larry Moore. Yes, sir. Regular Oreos or double stuff? How long we been going? We still got a few minutes. See how much time we had left up there, but we still got a few minutes. We can wrap her up. Reese's Klondike bars.
I don't think I've ever eaten Klondike.
I don't know if I have or not.
Did you see Mr. Roy's comment? The first chat that hadn't said that it didn't work. Good job.
Yep, we did. There's no fines or penalties this evening for anybody having to put into the jaw.
Oh, poor Steve. He's pretty hungry. Said I'm gonna have to get something on my way home.
Larry Moore says, send me the double stuff.
I don't like the double stuff. I'm not much on the cream. I just like the cookies.
I like the peanut butter Oreos. Those two. That's
You like peanut butter.
well, peanut butter's just good with stuff.
I'm okay dipping my Oreos in peanut butter.
Well, Blaine says
I don't like peanut butter cream.
he's about wrapped up his 17-foot recent peanut butter cup thing. Yeah. Blaine says the more stuff the Oreo, the better.
Mm. Miss Jan's with me.
She likes the regular Oreo.
And the little Keebler elf cookies, the fudge cookies.
Oh,
I don't like those double stuff either.
yeah. She will get on a hankering of them. Get them old little the Keebler elf cookies with the what do you get? Chocolate stuffing in between them, whatever it is.
Yeah. That's it, Miss Jan, the thin ones. That's right up my alley.
Well, springtime and all that'll be here for too long. We can start making, but we make some good milkshakes around here.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
We got one of them. First time and only time in my life we ordered something off the TV. And we ordered one of them. You can get them at Walmart everywhere now, but it's the NutriBullet. But we was gonna start eating better, as far as vegetables and all this good stuff, and that lasted about a week and a half after we went into debt buying fruits and vegetables. Good grief, didn't realize how much it was to buy fruits the way we was getting them, but we turned that plan around into one night was like, I bet you we can make a good milkshake with this thing. And sure enough, we did. We would take vanilla ice cream, some milk, either if you
peanut butter.
yeah, banana, peanut butter, and those thin mint Girl Scout cookies, whether you get the Girl Scout kind or the ones that they have at the Dollar General. Those are good too. Throw all that in that joker and let her rip for a minute. What you talking about? Good, good.
That's good, Lord.
Well, at least
Too expensive to eat healthy ones.
I agree. It is. Mr. Rose says, I'm trying to watch my calories now. I'm going to go inside and have fresh oatmeal, chocolate chip cookie, and a big glass of milk.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right to splurge every once in a while. You know, sometimes if you count calories, you might forget a number. So just eat you another couple more. That way you know, okay, this is the number I'm at. All right, we got a beekeeping question. So I need pointers on this Keith Larimore. I need pointers on selling splits come spring. I don't need more colonies, but people don't want to pay for them around here.
Mm.
All right, Blaine saying, have you put up a Facebook post for your area? All right, the man says it is. I can't say that I really have any pointers on that besides, you know, trying to word of mouth or I don't know how much traffic you want right there in front of the house, putting a sign up out by the road or what have you.
Blaine's got to get bring them that way and we'll sell them while eating Oreo.
There you go.
That is disgusting. his coworker's daughter used to lick the cheese off the Doritos and put them back in the bag.
I would wring that youngin's neck. Kind of say,
That
you
is
did what?
gross. On a lot of levels.
Or be one of them. You're fixing to eat this whole bag right now. Kind of like if you got caught smoking in the day, mom or daddy make you smoke the whole pack of cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you like Doritos, or now I hope you like tortilla chips.
Danae said her kids used to do that, and they used to take the Oreo cookies and break them open and lick all the cream off and put the cookies back in the pack and leave them for her. That's
Well,
great.
Well, Keith says he's a mile off the highway, but I'd love to have that drive in the day. Headed home, get off the main road, and I got another mile to the house and not look back. Be all right. Yeah, because you can't. The bad thing about bees, you can't take them. It ain't like a little puppy dogs or kittens. You can't just load them up and put them in back of the truck in a cage and say, "Hey, look, take your pick, which ones you want to go on the side of the road with them." So unfortunately, they got to come to the house, but yet you got to find other means to try to get rid of them little rascals. Uh, Perhaps, maybe Keith, this is just a shot in the dark, but check with maybe some of the schools and see if they have a program or if there's a program anywhere that's college related, high school related, or something along those lines. Tell them, hey, look, I got some nukes for sale. Good price, fine bees. See if there's a way you could unload them along those means. Oh, poor Jasper. Everybody feels sorry for you. Huh? You man, you showing your bobos. I know. We fixing to go in a minute. Let everybody out. Gotta feed Okie. I'm surprised she ain't bouncing around up there. Won't hurt acres. The man, Larry Moore said, I only wanted maybe 10. Now there's 37 after splits. Lord have mercy. Then comes the swarms. Yes, sir. Oh, I don't know. I wish I had some better advice for you, brother. But I think your best route probably nowadays with the technology is going to be on the marketplace. Uh, Keith Spillman, he going to need a lot more to keep on. Last year, he had a phenomenal swarm season up there. It'd be awesome if we could get on a season like that down here this year, but it would take no time to get up to about that 20 mark for us.
You got the nice feeling, so I'm sorry. Poor
This poor pitiful human. Yeah, maybe old Bob can get rid of them for you. You're close by up there. Somehow start a list down that way. Tell them, hey, I'll meet you halfway or something.
Yeah. Oh, he's such a dude.
Well, there you go. That's good. Good point. Blaine's saying if people don't show up for nukes, that's when you start taking deposits. I haven't had a problem with people
Oh, yeah.
showing up.
I've heard a lot of people doing their deposits there.
Who else? Well, somebody else was talking about not long ago, one of these chats about getting deposits in, or they may have seen it on the Book of Faces too.
What's his name?
No. It was on the Book of Faces because it was 33-mile fields.
It was.
Yep.
Philip got you hooked on swamps.
Yeah, we went and looked at the traps up at the old place yesterday when we was up there for a minute. One of them had been knocked down. I don't know if Critter done it, but I think a big old limb fell out of a tree and knocked it over. Ain't no telling how long it fell over. We ain't been up there in several weeks. But got all that picked up, put back together, went and checked the other one. The only thing we're gonna have to do is put some fresh wax in there and throw the lemongrass to them and see what happens.
Well, you called us just in time to sign off, Todd.
Joe, yeah.
We gotta go to work tomorrow.
We appreciate you.
It's gonna be cold tomorrow. Like nasty cold.
Yeah, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be 20 something in the morning, I think.
Like 26 or something in the morning. It's already cold out there. Cold. That's why Jasper's curled up in here. Oh no, they canceled on the pickup date.
Yeah, that's what you
That
do.
would be infuriating. I would, Larimore. I'd make people give deposits. And then that way at least you're paid a little bit for your time if they don't show. But people are a lot more inclined to show if they paid the money for it.
And just tell them to say, hey, look, I'm asking people to put deposits down because it's first come, first served.
Mm-hmm.
And
so if you want me to hold one for you, you have to put a deposit down.
Quickly put a deposit down.
I mean, anybody that's serious about buying them, I don't feel like would have a problem doing a deposit because all kind of companies make you pay a deposit for something like that. No, Jasper really loves the cold weather. That dude, it's like an adrenaline burst for him when he goes outside and feels the cold weather.
That dog runs and runs.
He loves it.
You see him, I'll see if I can catch him one day for you Jasper fans, but whenever he cuts out, he runs down the hill down here, but the whole way he's doe hopping. Just he ain't at a full stride running down nowhere. He's running and jumping. Then he'll do whatever he does down in the woods for a minute. Then back up here he comes, and they have got a ring dug out. It looks like a dirt track. That's what it looks
like a rodeo arena. That's what it looks like.
Cut around one of the flower beds, and it's like, y'all, it's a good thing we don't have grass out here.
I wish we had grass out here. Yeah. I know, he's actually gave me enough room to kind of sit up straight tonight, too. Because he's been laying in my lap most of the day.
Well, he did come flying up here a minute ago and knock you out.
Yeah. Dancer.
He just spoiled the dogs. Every one of them.
Well, are you all recovered from Nobby, Todd? You probably had the longest trip out of anybody. And Denise, they ain't got a lick of grass in their backyard with their 4 dogs. No, I pretty well give up on that. At least in the areas they run in.
Ain't that true? Because it looks like you had a team of football players running through here with metal cleats.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, y'all, how do y'all even turn up this much dirt?
Jasper was wishing for some snow, too. That's probably why he's been in a funk all day, because he didn't get snow.
All right, yeah. Y'all
Hope you
take
have
it
a
easy.
good week, Larimore.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here shortly too.
Sensory overload. That's what I'm afraid of when we go for the first time. That place is overwhelming on video. I can't imagine being in there.
Oh Lord, yeah. Trying to process all of it. And plus
Mhm.
everybody, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Talking and fellowshipping and
Trying to figure out who everybody is for the
Mhm.
first time.
that will be my biggest hiccup if I ever win. I mean, look,
Little girl.
y'all forgive me.
Who are you again?
Yeah.
They did make you wear name tags, though.
I know,
That helps.
but I would need like give me the YouTube
Mm-hmm.
that way. Oh, okay, I got you now
Yeah.
because we still neglected to write down.
I know. I called somebody
Everything.
the wrong name last week.
It happens.
It does.
Nobody's perfect.
I don't try to be. I'd never make it.
I can't remember a name anyway. Even if I just meet you around here, I'll give you a nickname and I can remember you then.
He'll remember the nickname.
Yeah.
Not your real name.
We did. There was one. I'll tell you all this, but we went and looked at a job a few years ago, and every time we go look at a job, right before we get there, I'll ask Hannah, "Okay, who are we going to see? What do they want done? But main thing, give me a name." And she'll be like, "Okay, we're going to see Joe."
As we're getting out the door, I'll tell him it's Mr. Smith or Miss So and so or whatever. And he'll get out and look them people dead in their face and call them somebody else's
Hey,
name.
you know, it's happened a time or two.
Yeah, just
There,
a time or two.
one dude was weird about it. He's like, "You call me whatever you want," and I was like, "Well, I'm done here."
Okay, Steve, we'll go check it out.
Hey, you and Philip did great for the live
Yeah,
for us
y'all
that day.
did. Y'all made it happen for us. Who else is on there?
Phil 33
Phil.
mile.
Phil.
Mm-hmm. He was chilling, kicked back in Dirt Rooster spot. Then Philip and Todd come up and they went like live on the phones, and Philip just went showing up.
Everywhere. He took us on a tour. It was fun, man.
Then trying to go back to Todd, and Todd's, he's
He's like browsing for
yeah.
it.
All right, well, what you got, Todd? Then it was back Philip, but
It was like
y'all made
trying
it
to
great.
watch football with my brother-in-law, though. Because he'll have like 4 different games on one screen, and then he's changing channels on all 4 screens. Like, it was crazy. A little bit overwhelming, but it was fun getting to see everything. And I had no idea they had the honey bar set up like that. That'd be where I'd hang out, just tasting honey. I want to try that Hawaiian honey one day. See what all the rage is about.
We would have to make known. Look, I get this as a big event because it came in rentals, but when it comes to a honey tasting, y'all ain't got nothing on the you.
Whatever.
Period. We bring it out from all the beekeepers from everywhere.
Are they talking about getting a different venue next year? I can't imagine more square footage. I mean, it took Phil over an hour to walk through.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like just steady going through. Not stop and talk to anybody or really like browsing in all the booths or whatever. That's crazy.
Okay,
The
same place,
place.
double the area.
Cool.
Well, hey, that's good for business, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to definitely have to bring my emotional support dog. That is wild. That thing is growing like every single year. Idiot.
Y'all disregard the background noises.
Bring a scooter.
Well,
That is crazy. I bet that hurt.
that probably good.
He didn't make it over. He's sitting there staring at the gate.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he didn't make it.
I don't know if y'all could hear that, but just a second ago,
Crash.
y'all heard the pitter patter, then slam.
Mhm.
That one of these cats come flying through. He does it all the time, but he'll just
The fat one.
he'll beeline from one end of the house, and we got a little piece of gate, if you will, in our bedroom door to keep Jasper and them out. But them cats, they'll jump right over it. But he didn't clear it just a second ago. He went
He face
full
planted.
throttle. Just wham.
Todd said I'd rent a motorized reclining chair if they offered.
You may be onto something there.
For real. You just might be.
Make that baby street legal. You're good to go.
Mhm. 100,000 steps in 4 days. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if I'd make it back day two. Honestly, I don't know if my body would make it after walking that much the first day. I'd be limping into Dirt Rooster's couch. And Miss Elizabeth, can I just hang out here for the day? Yeah, with a basket to throw my purchases in.
Get you a little pull behind trailer. Hook up that
Yeah,
baby.
like a little lawn cart. That'd be cool.
There's some redneck out there that will build one, and I would love to see it.
I'm sure. So, yeah.
I would buy one if I had the money.
I know you
Let me
would.
get that. I'm fixing to test drive it down the road. See what these deputy sheriffs think about this. So y'all,
Okay, Style Roberts.
y'all be mad. You just mad because you ain't got one. You ain't finna impound it either.
I don't know, Mr. Roy. Ain't there a couple Canadian vendors already in there?
Oh,
That's what I'm thinking, Blaine. We can have races.
there we go. Yeah, line up drag race.
Turn off the security cameras.
Get little ooga horn and train horns to put on them babies.
I could see them two doing that too. Oh,
You're
yeah,
on,
I could see Philip lined up in there. And you.
Mine runs off
Lucy
alcohol.
Blaine. 2 old cars driving 7 miles an hour. Y'all think you can make them recliners move at 7 miles an hour?
So you get some of them boys, you might have killed them at 70 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Not a good idea.
Get out of the way, Donnie.
There's people in there, babe. He just might.
Don't go on yet.
Yeah. Buttons.
Yep,
We're losing everybody.
I know.
They're about to pop.
We're gonna wrap it up, y'all. We enjoyed it.
Poor Jude.
Got anything?
Hope y'all have a good week.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody riding it out with us again.
Mm-hmm.
Good subject, good food talk.
Lots of food talk. I don't want to Blaine's burgers.
I'll let you know when I get my certificate in the mail from graduation. I'll be looking for a corduroy jacket as well.
Tweed jacket. Corduroy breeches.
And some corduroy bibs. We're gonna bib it up. We can find them. Oh yeah.
Hey, I used to rock my old corduroy bibs
Me too. My mom
for a
used to
long time.
fix me up right nice
Mm-hmm.
in mine.
Yep. All up.
But till then, God bless you. Lord willing, we'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care.
Yep.
Get up here and read.
Well, guess that's it for today. See you next time at Gunline Bees.